Deep in the heart of the jungle, where the trees towered like ancient giants and the vines formed a verdant tapestry overhead, lived a lion pride. It was a close-knit, loving family, led by a courageous male lion named Aslan and his devoted mate, Daya. Their two children, the playful lioness Luna and the adventurous lion cub Leo, were the pride's pride and joy. Leo was known throughout the jungle for his infectious laughter, his boundless energy, and his unwavering curiosity. One day, an excited chatter filled the jungle, electrifying the animals with anticipation. It was time for the annual Jungle Games, a friendly competition where young animals from all over the jungle gathered to race, solve puzzles, and most importantly, work as a team. The games were not just about winning. They were about camaraderie, skill, and sportsmanship. Every animal looked forward to this event where they could showcase their talents and bond with others. For Leo, the upcoming games were more than just a fun event. He wanted to make his family proud. His father, Aslan, had won the games multiple times when he was young, and Leo hoped to carry on his legacy. As the day of the games approached, Leo trained tirelessly. He practiced running, jumping, and solving puzzles with his sister Luna and their best friends, Zuri the zebra and Jabari, the elephant calf. Leo was determined to do his best and win the games for his pride. On the day of the games, the entire pride made their way to the clearing where the competitions were held. The atmosphere buzzed with excitement. All the young animals were eager to show off their skills and win the coveted Golden Leaf Trophy. There were races, obstacle courses, memory games, and teamwork challenges. Each event was designed to test the animals' speed, agility, intelligence, and cooperation. The first few rounds were filled with laughter, cheers, and friendly competition. Leo and his friends gave it their all. They ran swiftly, jumped high, and solved puzzles together, their teamwork and problem-solving skills growing with each challenge. As the game progressed, the competition became more intense. The animals were tired, their muscles ached, and some began to lose hope. But Leo, remembering his father's words about never giving up, pushed on, determined to finish the course. Then came the last and most important round, the grand finale. The top 3 teams from each round had made it to this stage, each with an equal chance of winning the Golden Leaf. Leo and his team were among the finalists. Their hearts pounded as they lined up at the starting line, ready for the ultimate test. The final round consisted of a series of challenges: a tightrope walk, a muddy water obstacle, and a final puzzle that had to be solved to reach the finish line. The cheers of the crowd faded into background noise as Leo focused on the task at hand. They moved as a unit, their steps in sync, their eyes determined. They traversed the tightrope, splashed through the muddy water, and finally faced the last puzzle. It was a complex jigsaw of vines and leaves that would lead them to the finish line. The puzzle seemed to mock them, its pieces forming a confusing jumble. As the other teams raced to complete the puzzle, Leo noticed something peculiar. Hidden under a tangle of vines was a small hole. It was barely noticeable, but once he realized there was a shortcut, he hesitated. He glanced at his friends who were diligently trying to solve the puzzle the right way. The thought of winning without having to solve the puzzle was tempting. All he had to do was slip through the hole and he would be at the finish line. No one had seen the hole except him. If he used it, his team would win the games. His heart pounded in his chest, the rhythm echoing the urgency of the moment. To use the shortcut would mean going against everything his parents had taught him. Winning through trickery felt like a betrayal of his own values. Yet the allure of victory was strong. The image of the Golden Leaf Trophy and the approving faces of his family and friends tempted him. Standing at this crossroads, Leo was torn. Should he stay true to himself and his family's values or take the easy way to victory? The decision was his and his alone. No one else could understand the internal battle he was facing. This was a test not of speed or strength, but of character. In the quiet of his mind, Leo heard his mother's voice, always honest, always brave. She had taught him that true strength lay not in taking advantage of others, but in doing what was right, no matter how difficult. Suddenly, his father's words echoed in his ears, reminding him that the value of a life wasn't measured by trophies or accolades, but by the kind of person he chose to be. Taking a deep breath, Leo stepped back from the hole. He met his friend's puzzled gaze and explained what he had found. At first, they couldn't believe what Leo had seen, but they respected his decision to stay on the honest path. Together, they turned back to the puzzle, their resolve renewed. The finish line seemed closer now, united by their purpose. They worked as a team, their combined efforts pushing them forward. Finally, with a burst of energy, they solved the puzzle and reached the finish line. They didn't win. The other teams had finished the puzzle before them. But as they stood at the finish line, chests heaving, a hush fell over the crowd. The judges, a wise old turtle and a majestic Bengal tiger, approached them. They were not there to award prizes. They had witnessed Leo's integrity. "For your honesty and bravery," boomed the tiger, "we award you the Spirit of the Games medal." A gasp rippled through the crowd. No one had ever received this award before. It was given to those who displayed exceptional honesty and courage. As the other teams crossed the line, celebrating their victories, Leo and his friends stood tall, their heads held high. They had not won the golden leaf, but they had gained something far more valuable: respect. News of Leo's actions spread like wildfire through the jungle. All the animals admired his honesty. He had chosen to be true to himself rather than take an easy shortcut to victory. Even the zebras and elephants, who had won the games, acknowledged Leo's bravery. From that day on, Leo was known throughout the jungle not just as the son of Aslan, but as Leo the Honest, a title he wore with pride. The story of Leo the lion cub teaches us that winning isn't everything. It's the little things we do that define our character. Leo could have easily taken the shortcut and won the games, but he chose honesty, which in the end brought him true victory. His decision to do the right thing, even when no one was watching, shows us the importance of integrity. It also reminds us that emotional strength and self-respect are more valuable than any trophy. Sometimes doing the right thing is difficult, especially when there's a shortcut to winning. But as Leo proved, the long-term reward of staying true to oneself is immeasurable. So the next time you face a tough choice between winning and doing what's right, remember the story of Leo the Honest. And don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more such stories. Thank you for watching.